I was born in Detroit, but from age 2 to 7, I lived in New York with my grandmother. You know, I think I was a good kid. I was into sports. I was into everything athletic. I was into swimming. I was into all the good things. I mean, I really wasn't into school. It bored me. I guess it's the typical child, but other than that, I would like to say I was a good kid. I did everything everybody in the neighborhood did to be normal. Like we played hide and seek. I just was that kid. I mean, I think I was the same. I wasn't really any different. Even when I was a kid, I just wanted to fit in. So I stole. I did everything kids around me did. And when you become a teenager, and I speak from experience when I say this, I mean, of course we all do. We all was teenagers at one point, but I speak from experience when I say this is that when you live in an abnormal life, you only want to feel normal. And normal is defined by the people who are around you and what they accept and what they don't accept. I grew up right across the bridge from here in a very, very violent community, and that was the norm. Violence was the norm. So fights and stealing and vandalism, and in fact, we attributed these things to fun. When I became a teenager, the norms was fashion. In my household, my father wasn't in the household, but my father was a drug addict, my mother was an alcoholic. So we didn't have these things coming. So we had to go out and get them the best way we could because we wanted to fit in with everybody else. We wanted to be fresh like everybody else. When I turned 13, I was selling drugs, just to get these things. So that was the norm in my community. Yeah, I mean, I definitely had a mother and I have a mother, but the relationship was, I think that she didn't know how to be a parent. So it's hard to learn how to do something or to feel some particular type of way when you never really felt that yourself. And I think my mother tried as hard as she can try to have these particular type of feelings and things like that. But I just think she was incapable because they was never handed down to her. She never experienced them herself. I would say that my mother, based on what she know love to be, she always loved me. I think my mindset at that time was I just didn't care. I didn't understand the consequences that will follow. My cousin, my co-defendant, had told me that someone had did something to him, and that was enough information for me. It was enough information for me, and I just hated that I had that mentality at the time. Even when you're in that courtroom and they give you life, you think about, well, I'm just gonna get out on appeal. You think it's automatic. I never, and this is, I tell people this a lot of times, I never came to the realization that I had life without parole till I was maybe 25. I don't know, it was almost like an epiphany. And I said, man, I'm gonna die in prison. And it hit me around that time, and it shook me. It shook me. I instantly just became depressed, was feeling down, and I was trying to tell other people, man, listen, man, I got life, man, and my stories changed from when I get out to if I get out, and that was an important transition, because when you get out, that's the hope. But if you get out, it's very, very dim, and there was no signs of me getting out. So I was just like, man, it's like that final exhale. It's like, okay, this is what it is. When they sent out notices and said that, we was gonna be resentenced, we was gonna get back to court, it was so important to me. I didn't care about anything else. I told my attorneys and everything, I don't care about anything else. But I really want to speak to the family, and I want them to really know how apologetic I am and how sorry I am, and that was worth to me, the sentence. That was worth more than anything else to me. It's just to tell them that I don't care if the judge turned around and gave me life again. That was the weight that was lifted off me. And when you talk about remorse, it's been plenty days in prison once I understood the value of life, once I really started to comprehend the value of life, that haunted me, that this man lost his life The family was there, the daughters, his mother, his father was there. And once I spoke to him, I blanked out. I didn't even know the sentence that the judge gave me. The bailiff had to tell me the sentence in lockup when he came back. And I told him, I said, man, listen, I don't even know what the judge gave me. And he said, oh man, I got the paper right here. He said, oh man, he gave you 25 years. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. This way it always get emotional for me because, you know, I relived that and people don't understand how sorry. And sorry is just wasted words because it don't bring anyone back. It can't bring anyone back. But I wish I could. I really wish I could bring this guy back, you know, for so many reasons. Even if it was to sacrifice myself, I wouldn't have a problem with that. He was a young man. He was 24. And I just hate that I just didn't care at that point that I would be able to do something like that and take someone's life. It kills me today. It just really, really kills me today. There's so many things that your crime could have done. It's countless to even think about the adverse effect you caused this particular family. And I just feel so bad. In regards to remorse, I would never get over that. I would never in my life get over that. You know, and that's why I do the work I do. Because I tell people often that I owe society a debt I can never pay. And I'm just so fortunate I had people around that saw me for more than what I was in there for and saw me for what I could be. Once my mind changed, then opportunities start falling in my lap. So I'm here at Sato. I'm part-time here at Sato. I love this place. I love just being around these people. I love the work they do, and I love the passion that they show in doing the work they do. And I think I fit right into that. And but what I do, and this may be shocking, is I'm a Braille transcriber. I transcribe Braille for blind people. I have my own business, and you know, and I love it. And that's part of a way of giving back. I was sentenced to life without parole at age 17. I was released February the 12th, 2019. I am a father, a citizen, an advocate, a hard worker, a protector of my community. I am Lorenzo Harrell.